Hey guys, welcome back. Jay here for another episode on the My Team career mode for the Monaco GP and episode 21 today for the Monaco GP. As I said, should be a good race. As you can see, we've got a special livery for the release of Gran Turismo. Going for the Nissan colour scheme of the red, the white and the bit of the black on the underfloor of the car. But Monaco is probably the hardest track on the calendar this year to get right. Hopefully it goes okay. Hopefully it's not a disaster like the last seasons where we didn't. I think we only got like 5 laps in. Wait, no, sorry, we lost our coding for last season's. But hopefully it can go better here as we go to practice 2 now. And I don't know if this is a glitch, but I've been given the exact same practice screens. Like the exact same. And the same for P3. So does that mean when I go back to the main screen I'll have extra, or it'll just count for 1 and it's not counting because I keep on doing it? It's weird. Well, that is very, very interesting. But now we go to qualifying, probably my favourite part of the weekend. It generally should just be a qualifying race, and it's the same points as every other racing calendar, but just have it, you do qualifying and not any other type of thing. Just do qualifying. Whoever gets pole essentially wins. I've done time trials around Monaco on F122, not F123. So this will be interesting in the higher spec car than we had in season 1 around this time. Car feels okay, doesn't feel too quick, doesn't feel too wobbly around the turns. That was one of the main issues we had last time out in Australia. The car felt dead wobbly. It was rapid, to be fair, but it did feel dead wobbly towards the end of the race. But as I start to push a wee bit more, it started to calm down. But we do set a lap time to put us up into P10. Hopefully that's a good enough lap time. And I will try and go for another one, but couldn't go for another one. As soon as I got round, there was too much traffic with cars. Just going out there. But we'll try and do better in the actual race here in Monaco.
Fantastic qualifying session. It's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. An immense lap from Fernando Alonso yesterday puts him on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Norris, Sainz, Leclerc, Ocon, Verstappen, Perez, Gasly, Bottas, Liam Lawson, Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Magnussen, Albon, Tsunoda, Iceman, Joe, De Vries, Iwasa and Logan Sargent. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It'll keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Well, lining up on the grid now. Going for a strategy, we're going to go soft mediums, just low on the fuel. Not too much to want to under-fuel the car. But we do lower down the fuel, but it is to the 5 red lights. They are all on, and it is now lights out, and away we go. It's a good start for me. It's a bad start for Valtteri Bottas alongside me. It's a bad start for about 4 cars in front of me as I do some heroics into Zander Fault, and we do get past Lance Stroll through turn 1. We're up into P12 from P18. 6 overtakes down into turn 1. That's not something you would likely see in a real life race. Just trying to follow Valtteri Bottas in that Alpine as much as we can, as my car almost wants to just die on me there to go down the hill. But now we're side by side with Valtteri Bottas through the hairpin. I'm going to try and squeeze him just a wee bit to the inside line. He squeezes me to the wall, as that's a really hard place to overtake. What, the inside line all the way through. We should have the overtake done, but Valtteri Bottas can have better traction than me on the exit, and he gets back past me as we go through the tunnel now. On the exit of the tunnel, blinding lights, but I go a wee bit wide, and here comes Lance Stroll. He's going round my outside as we go down the hill now. I'm going to try and lunge up the inside of the hairpin to try and get a good run down into the probably the most famous turn in Formula 1. Gives me a nice good squeeze to the wall, make contact with Lance Stroll, trying to get back into the middle of the track, but we're going to do the exact same thing with the Valtteri Bottas and try and be a bit more successful. It is a bit more successful. We get past Lance Stroll there on the entry to the tunnel, and now on the exit again, blinding hard to pick your braking spot going into that chicane, but through the left-hander now we go wide again, and here comes Lance Stroll. He's just lurking in my rear view mirror, as you can see in the top middle of my screen. But Valtteri Bottas has started to pull away, and I didn't think that was going to be the case. If we do want a chance to score points, we'll have to pick up our pace and also try and get lucky with the pit stops on the exit. On the entry to the tunnel, Lance Stroll is right in my rear view mirror. I was trying to just push as much as I can to build a bit of time to him, and I've spun the car and it's went into the wall, and it's a very, very early retirement for myself in the Monaco GP. Disaster in Monaco, but I'm going to guess it's not disaster, as it says Mercedes. It's not disaster for George Russell as he continues his winning spree in Formula 1 to try and get a boost on that World Drivers' Championship. Great win for him.
Giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners.
Fernando Alonso gets on the podium like he did in real life in his McLaren. It was apart from the fact that we crashed, it was an okay race. George Russell again goes on to win. 25 points secured for him. Lewis Hamilton is a 1-2 for Mercedes, with Fernando Alonso in third. And the smooth operator comes in fourth, and Lando Norris is in fifth. Max Verstappen in sixth, as Alex Albon also DNF'd from that race. That was interesting to not see that. But I do hope, again, apart from the drama of me crashing out again in Monaco for the second year in a row, I do hope you enjoyed that video. Apart from the fact of crashing out, I did. Next time out we have the Spanish GP, where we will be ditching this Gran Turismo livery and going for a new one. But I do hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, helps the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you next time for the Spanish GP. Bye bye.